Hey, so welcome to the channel. Today I thought I'd just go through my top three films for black and white and for color, and why I use them and why I like them. Picking the right film for the right situation and the right color profiles you want is kind of important, because unless you get a massive TIFF file, then you're going to struggle to edit them. But also, I find with film you can't edit them as much as you could with digital. But that's one thing I love about it. Because I'm colorblind, I don't need to change the colors as much, and they come out beautiful anyway, so it's already edited for you. So I'm going to start with black and white. So my top three black and white. Number three black and white is the drum roll, the Fuji Neopan Acros 2. And I love this one because it's really contrasty. The whites are super white and the blacks are nice and black, but you still get some good detail in all your images. It's also really bold, and it's like a bold black and white. So I really like it for that. For me, main uses are going to be like contrasty images. So when you've got a lot of light and dark in the images, or you want to kind of create like moody portraits, or you just want to run on the streets and get that real contrast in your images. Number two is a real favorite for a lot of film photographers, and I know it's a great black and white. And I don't think I'd probably have these next two are probably going to be in a lot of people's lists. Kodak Tri-X 400, and I love this one. This is more forgiving than the Fuji Neopan. It's got good contrast. With black and white as well, it's got a full range of greys. I find with black and white images, especially those people that say, oh, if you've got a bad photo, just turn it black and white, then there's just not enough grey scale through the image. And I think sometimes, depending if it's a contrast image, you might not want that full scale of greys, but you kind of do want it in all your images. And I think the Tri-X gives you that. And to be fair, like, it's just use it for everything. It's kind of forgiving, and you can literally just shoot it anywhere. Great for portraits, great street. Yeah, real solid black and white. And now, favorite films roll round with me. But at the moment, I really like the Ilford HP5, and that's going to be my number one because it's one of those films that I keep going back to. You can get it in 35mm. All of these you can get in 35mm, except from a couple of the colours. But with the HP5, it's really forgiving. Again, nice grayscale through it. Good, has good contrast. So you've got good detail. Good price point actually with the Ilford HP5, and you can use it for everything. So those are your three black and whites. I'm not going to talk too much about grain because I think grain's real a preferencey thing. Ilford and Tri-X are very fine grain and nice images. The Fuji, depending on situations, it is grainy. The Fuji is ISO 100, Tri-X 400, and Ilford is 400 as well. So you probably want to shoot those in the dark, unless you're on a tripod and got like long shutter. But yeah, those are solid films. Third favorite color, and I think everybody loves this. Like, this is like a favorite of anyone. I think even people that don't like film photography know this as well. Like, it's a Kodak Gold. Kodak Gold ISO 200. This is obviously 120. I didn't have any 35 in that, I don't think, at the moment. Why do I like Kodak Gold? It just makes the images look really warm, and that is really pleasing to a lot of people, which is nice. I would really only use Kodak Gold because of the low ISO as well on like sunny days and when you got really good light. Because if you haven't got really good light, it kind of just, yeah, it doesn't pop like when you've got the light. You've got the nice pastel-y colours, you've got that nice beach vibe. It's great for portraits, great for landscapes. I would pretty much always shoot this one outside. You can shoot it indoors. I mean, it's with every film you can shoot anywhere you fancy, experiment. But for me, this is like an outdoor film, especially with the ISO 200. But that is That's a banger. Number 2 again. I think everybody likes this one, and hence the price of it, which is, you know, if the demand is there, then obviously the price has to go up. But I think you can probably guess. Kodak Portra, again, just lovely images, lovely colors. As you can see on here, it says 160 NC, so Portra goes up to 800 now. But they used to do an NC and a VC, which was neutral color and vivid color. I love like those neutral color or like dulled down a little bit shots. I think I love vivid colors. I'm colorblind, so the vivid colors stand out way better for me. But those pastel colors, I've got like, it's got a little place in my heart. But I think everybody loves a nice little pastel color somewhere if you get the right shot on a sunny day. But Kodak Portra is just so easy to shoot. It's got like 200, 400, 800, I think. Kodak Portra is so easy to shoot. Every situation imaginable, indoors, outdoors. Just shoot it. And the colors are wicked. And yeah, like if you're first starting out and you want some, like, you know, you're going to get the shots kind of style stuff, like gold is brilliant because it's cheaper. If you've got the cash, go Portra. And that like HP5 or Tri-X, those like starting out is just going to make you feel good about your photos. And then we're on to number 1. This is a joint first because they're both very similar. So my joint first color film. Okay, actually, my number 1 color film is the Candido color negative film. This is a 400, but they do a 200 and 800, and I shoot all 3, and I love all 3. This is not new to me, but I've only really been shooting it probably at the moment like 6-12 months ish. But I just love how it turns out. The colors in Candido are awesome. Also, again, like sunny days is wicked, and even like rainy days is really nice. Really moody kind of film. It can be used in all situations. It can be 800 in the dark. I've just sent off an 800 that I pushed to 3,200, so I'm hoping to see some cool results there. I double shot it as well. I double exposed it, so I'm going to see how that comes back. But yeah, pushing that to 800, pushing that to 3,200. I was going to see how it turns out. But you've also got like the 200 at the bottom end, 400, 800, and I think they're all very similar across the board. You get a little bit of different haliation, so like the blow of the lights, it blows out lights and things like that. Sometimes you get it on the body depending on what you're doing and how you're shooting. But yeah, that's a solid film, good price, and I really love the company. I went to a talk with the owner of it, and just a really cool company. I love what they're doing, and hopefully they're going to bring out a 120. So yeah, you can't get 120 in this just yet, but keep an eye out for it. And then joint first or near first 1.5 is the Cinestill 800, and yeah, you can get this in 35 or 120. For me, the Cinestill, the colors are just banging. Like if you want those vivid like neon light shots, like a lot of people are doing at the moment, the garages, the Japanese streets, all those like neon signs. This is Cinestill's like a banger to go for. Again, I know I keep saying like price point because I know it can get expensive when you start shooting film. If you want similar effects, then go Candido 800. It's not as vivid, but it is just as good. Like I find Cinestill like extra pop in the colors, and that's why I really like it. And I've shot loads of these. Any situation as well, like inside, outside, light, dark is really good. I love the colors in it. But when you got that nighttime, like neon lights and stuff, that's when it comes alive. Or like you got some cool moody portraits with different lights and stuff in it. Like that's when that one comes alive. But yeah. So I'm going to quickly run through the list again. So my top 3 black and whites is... Oh, let me get out. My top 3 black and whites. Number 3 was the Fuji Acros 2. Number 2, Tri-X Kodak 400. Number 1, Ilford HP5 400 bangers. Color Gold 200. Kodak Portra any ISO. And then 1.2 was Cinestill 800. Also, actually, maybe the 400 as well. And then the Candito, any Candito range, you're gonna love those. So yeah, for more hints and tips, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know your favorite films below.